Welcome back to the FANNIE Awards. I'm Andrew Fantasia. Thank you so much for coming back here for day 5 of the 2025 FANNIE Awards. You know, they don't have that drink 5 Alive anymore. I don't think that's a thing. Otherwise, I would hold up the can and be like, 5, get it? Correlation. Even though it's day 5, we're talking about film 6. That's right. This is a countdown after all. And today we talk about my 6th favorite movie of the calendar year. What was that movie? I honestly can't remember. It's been so long. I'm going to have to look through this envelope and see. What could it be? What could it be? Oh yeah, there it is. My number 6 favorite film of the year. It wasn't a flip of the coin. It was Final Destination Bloodlines. To put it as simply as I can, the second this ended and the credits rolled, I said to myself, aloud, in a half-empty movie theater, holy crap, that was the best one! And there are scant few franchises, especially in the horror genre, where, holy crap, that was the best one! Ever gets uttered after the 6th movie. But here we are, celebrating the brilliant audacity that is Final Destination Bloodlines, which resurrects a very fun but quite dead franchise for even more Rube Goldberg shenanigans, this time targeting a hapless family with its patented death curse. Towers collapse, tattoos are inked, trash is compacted, and Tony Todd even shows up for one last hurrah. It tied so nicely into its predecessors without feeling like unearned fan service, something other franchises should take note of. If they make more of these, great. If they don't, still great, because this wrapped up Final Destination in a lovely little blood-soaked bow. All right, groovy. Now, grab yourself a frame, maybe a nail and a hammer, because we need to award one poster as the very, very best of the year. It's always exciting when you give out a new FANNIE Award for the first time. Last year, we began the Better Late Than Never Awards. This time, it's all about the poster. And if you know me, you know what kind of posters I like. You know that my heart lies with hand-painted, retro, Drew Struzan, Greg and Tim Hildebrand kind of posters, which sadly don't exist anymore because Photoshop is a thing now. Thank you very much, John Knoll. But we still have some greats, even this late into the human race. 2025 actually gave us 5 pretty solid posters that we are about to see right now. The nominees for Best Movie Poster of the Year are Ballerina, Black Phone 2, One Battle After Another, Superman, Wake Up Dead Man. You know me. If you're watching this, you know me. You know exactly which one is in this envelope. You know what word I'm about to say. Superman, baby. Come on. Come on. Here it comes. Andrew's about to reminisce about the good old days. Time to take a shot. But you can mock me all you like. It doesn't change the fact that movie posters were objectively better before Photoshop came along. So, any poster that harkens back to those times is going to score points with me. And none of the nominees scored as many points as this saucy, sizzling Superman It Begins poster, complete with character faces in little squares at the bottom. Harkening back to this glorious gem from Superman 3, James Gunn's reboot gives us a vibrant work of art that isn't just retro for retro's sake. It matches the old-fashioned mentality of the movie and its hero. I hope all of the DC films do this going forward because it's so gosh darn cool. Look at those faces. There's so many of them. Congratulations, Superman. That's your second FANNIE Award now. Now, what makes this poster award so interesting is that it's the only FANNIE Award in which a movie that I haven't seen yet can be eligible. Because if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, you'll notice that The Black Phone 2 was not mentioned in the introduction video as one of the films I'd seen, because I've not seen The Black Phone 2. But that poster was so glorious and sexy that I had to include it. It had to be nominated. So the poster is going to be a very interesting award moving forward because it's going to expand beyond the horizons of just whatever Andrew got around to watching. And that's something to look forward to. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the Fannie Awards today. Tomorrow, stick around because we've got film number 5 and my Better Late Than Never award. That's right, we're already about to be halfway there. The Fannie Awards continue in 24 hours. See you then.